Is it a book? Or is it a box? Is it a book box? Yeah. So this is what I'm gonna fumble through today. You are not gonna learn anything except for maybe how not to do something, but yeah, so this is what I'm gonna make today on our little DIY fun project. And I have a stack of journals to show you guys that are gonna be going up on the Etsy store tomorrow evening. So if you want to watch me fumble through this little project, you have come to the right place. All right, so this is the book I chose, The Foolish Gentlewoman, and so let's get started. I'm hoping this works out well. I'm gonna open up the first page and maybe the first few pages. That looks good. I'm gonna take some plastic wrap and I'm going to wrap this because I don't want to get glue on this part. So let's put that in there like this and shut that down. Snug that up to the spine. Wrap that in tightly. And then this way. And then this way. There we go. And then perhaps you grab a piece of masking tape to kind of help secure, keep this kind of where it's, oh, I hate this roll. Hold on. Hate that roll of tape. I mean, it's like, you know, 30 years old and it's just awful. It's just horrible. Okay. I don't want to get any tape on the book itself because I don't want it to pull up the cover. So I'm going to stretch this out like this so that there's actually no tape touching the book. All right, how's that? Does that look secure? Okay. This book was free. I rescued it from the recycle yard. I did look it up to make sure it wasn't something wonderful, but they're selling on eBay first editions for 99 cents. So I'm thinking I'm safe. All right. So we have this. This is all clean. All right. Now, supposedly, I'm going to use some Liquitex matte medium, this stuff. You can use watered down PVA as well, but this matte medium is supposed to be pretty decent for like collaging kind of a deal. So let's see if it works for this. I'm you and I are both experimenting, y'all. Let me get a smaller brush. So I'm going to take, this is like a, I don't know, 3/4 inch. And you're supposed to just start painting this. Hold on, what's in here? Oh. Just start painting this on the pages and glopping it on because you're supposed to let it kind of soak down and get glue the first few millimeters of pages together. I know, your guess is as good as mine here, folks. We're just gonna see if this works. I'm gonna hope. I'm gonna go all the way back to the spine. Just let that, this is a little thinner than like Mod Podge. I mean, I could have watered down some Mod Podge, but I don't know, this has like some extra, I don't know, binding agents in it that PVA glue doesn't have, and I'm just gonna try it. And it dries clear. I got the matte stuff, so shouldn't be all shiny and weird. Okay, Do the top. Really let it soak in there. So exciting, right? Watching me paint the edges of book pages. Oh, you didn't even know what you were getting into today, did you? I'm gonna do one more coat down this side. If any of you have ever done this, give me a holler. Tell me if I'm doing it wrong. I do a lot of things wrong. It's okay. You won't hurt my feels. All right, kids. So I am going to let this matte medium dry up. I am going to stick this underneath either a stack of books or a heavy pot or something to keep the pages from like buckling or curling or whatever it is that they may do when you put this stuff on. I think this stuff dries fairly quickly. I'll let you know. I'll let you know what happens. If you don't see this video for like a month after I started it, you'll know that it took forever for these to dry. Okay, it's been about 30 minutes. I did hit it with a hairdryer, so let's see what this looks like. See if this is a win. Looks like it's sticking. Hold on. I don't know if this is the plastic or if it's the you know, the stuff we used. That stuff, the matte medium. It's stuck to something stuck. Come on. Okay. It's just stuck to the edge. All right. So this stuff, this is where we put the plastic. It just happened to stick right here at the edge. Okay, I understand. Okay, so we can take this part off now. I think we can. Now, the next thing, apparently, that you're supposed to be able to do, and that's not all the way stuck down, but that's okay. We'll fix that later. So now I'm going to take a ruler, and I am going to make myself some guidelines here. Let's see. How big do we want our little inside box? Like that. Guess we'll figure this out, eh? And this side, I'll try to make it somewhat even. Don't quote me on that. Don't quote me. About right there-ish. This part is going to get covered up, so you won't see the lines later on, I think. If I do this right. Okay. Does that look even, some semblance of even? It doesn't matter. Okay, so then you're supposed to take you're supposed to take a drill. I don't have an electric drill like on my person I mean, there's one around here, but I'm not gonna go looking for it. Then I'd have to find the drill bit and, you know. So you're supposed to drill in the corners so that when you are cutting away the pages, that you don't have to make 90-degree turns in the corners. It's supposed to help you get a better cut. So let's see what happens. I didn't choose a real super deep book. They say try to keep your blade nice and straight so that your inside box is straight, has straight sides. Well, we'll see how that happens. I'm gonna have a funnel by the time I'm finished, because I'm gonna throw out an assumption here that the deeper you get into the book, the harder it's gonna be, because you won't be able to get your little ruler down in there. I mean, what? So you know, I do this for you guys. I suffer humiliation for your benefit. Hope you appreciate that. But maybe this won't be so scary after you watch me fail. Do it this way. After you watch me failing, you can go, oh, well, if she can do it. Yeah, this side's more difficult. I don't have as much leverage to hold down the ruler. Okay, let's see how far down we got. Be great if you could just do them all at once, right? I'm sure there's a way, but I don't know it. And I'm gonna save these pages because they're kind of neat old pages. They have neat font for some other collage work and stuff. Or start a fire or whatever it is that you like to do with your scraps. Okay, there's that. All right, so here is the gutted, hollowed inside, and the other pictures that I've seen of people that have done this did a much better job than I did. How they get these perfectly straight sides, I have no idea. I don't even know, man. I don't even know. So I ended up taking out the middle of the first signature, just because when I put the matte medium on the pages, it expanded them because it's water-based, and so it swelled, and so the book wasn't shutting very well. It was like humped up because the pages. So I took out some pages so that it would sit a little more flush, and then I decided that I was going to make some little walls. So that I just made these out of just some lightweight chipboard, and I don't know, is this gonna work? So anyway, I'm gonna take some glue and I'm gonna glue some walls in here to kind of make it look, I mean I don't even have to, right? I could just paint it with some Mod Podge and, you know, call it a day. But that's not how I roll, man. I just, if you're gonna do something, overanalyze it, pick it apart, and obsess on it, and overdo it. So I think that's what I'll do. I think I will overdo this. Okay, so I'm just using some of my Fabrifix glue because that's what I had right here. And I am just going to fit this little piece of chipboard in here to make a little flat wall of sorts. Like I said, I did not do a good job at cutting out the pages. I'm sure there's, a much better way to do that. I will research that. If I ever do this again, I will do some research on it instead of just seeing a picture and going, oh, I can do that. I can do that. Okay, so here's the one for the left side. So I basically just measured how deep it was and then how long each side was, which was different from each other, you know, because my little rectangle here is not accurate. So that is going to go on this side for this little wall. This is almost like when you bake a cake and it's really, really super, the cake is like wonky, so there's like dips in the top of your cake and you just fill it with icing. That's what I'm doing. I'm filling this with icing. Okay, and then I've got these guys. Does one fit on one side better? I don't know, man. We're just gonna throw caution to the wind. Fly by the seat of our pants. Okay. Next wall. This one's too long. Oh well. We'll just squish it in there. Squishy, squishy. Okay, and the last wall down on the other side. I've seen them also lined with felt. Oh, that might be a good idea, but I'd already cut these pieces and it is what it is. Not turning back now. I ain't no quitter. Okay. There we go. All right, now it looks straighter than it did. We faked it. We filled our cake up with icing. Okay, so now that's what the inside looks like, our little box of sorts. Okay, then I took some of the pages from the book and I ripped them up because, you know, can't leave well enough alone, eh? I'm gonna take my matte medium stuff here and pour some in this plastic container. And now I'm going to decoupage. Why? I don't know. I don't know why I'm doing this. I'm a glutton for punishment. Let me get a piece of parchment. Okay, got a piece of parchment paper so that I could kind of paint on the back of these without getting my surface all ickety. So there's that. And I'm just gonna start, you know, lining this with some book pages. So the other day I went to, we'll chat while I do this. Any monkey can do this, right? I went to the store the other day and it happened to be Marshall's. I went to Marshall's. And those of you in the States, you know what Marshall's is. For those of you that are not in the States, Marshall's carries clothes and stuff for your house and, you know, kind of like a little everything kind of a place. Because I needed some jeans, right? Okay, so I'm looking for some jeans and, you know, you pick some off of the rack and I went and tried on a couple of pair and I was like, okay, why is this size? So I know what sizes I usually wear, right? Well, in the fashion industry, for some ungodly reason, a size 6 or whatever in one brand is not a size 6 in another brand. Oh, it says it's a size 6, but it's not. It's not a size 6 or whatever. So, you know, there is a problem when you pick out, you know, 6 pairs of jeans and they're anywhere from a size 2 to a size 10 and they all fit similar. You know, there's a problem. You know, a guy can say, okay, I wear a 34 waist and my legs are, you know, 32-inch long inseam or whatever. And guess what? He can go to a store and pretty much just kind of pick out a pair of pants with those parameters, and it's gonna work. You know, it's gonna be close. Women, we can't do that. We can't, because you have to actually like go try stuff on, or unless you know the brand, because if you've never worn that brand before, well, guess what? There is no rules. There is, like, you don't even know what their size 4 or 8 or 10 or 14 or whatever it is gonna be, because it's not gonna be like the other brand's size of that same size. So I did not come home with pants. I got tired of trying on clothes. I was like, fine, I'll just go home and wear sweats. Nobody cares, because I can't find a pair of pants, because it takes you forever to try on 1,000 pairs of pants to try to figure out what size you are, because the fashion industry hates you. And I've learned that, like, every woman in the world has this problem. Every single woman in the world has come across this issue, and we all hate it, and we are all mad about it. We had a meeting, we're ticked. So if anybody out there in the fashion industry is listening, get some, you know, come on, let's get our act together. You know, let's have a standard size something. I don't know, it's just driving me nuts. It's like, really? It's like, get your act together, people. I'd like to be able just to order clothes off the internet and like not go to a store and have to do it. Oh, I can never order anything off the internet, because even if it's like a size small, medium, large, extra, whatever, well, guess what? This size small is equal to that size medium on the other. Oh, just, you know, don't even get me started. Well, I guess I'm already started. Does that bug anybody else, or am I the only one that's like totally like ticked off about that whole situation? Tell me how it is where you are. Let me know. Let me hear your struggles, because I'm like ready to like start picketing or something in front of Macy's. I'm just sick of it. Sick of it. It's like the fashion industry makes us feel bad enough about our bodies without, you know, telling somebody that wears one size that, oh no, you don't wear that size, you wear this size. It's like, you know what? Just, it doesn't matter what size I wear. I just want to be able to know what that is and go into a store and buy it without trying on 50,000 things to see if it's actually going to fit. So anyway, okay, that's enough on that. But yeah, let me know what you think in the comment section, if that's a thing. If that's a thing for you. Okay, look at this. This is starting to look really interesting. Is it gonna be a good project when I get this done? Is it gonna be something I'm gonna want to set out somewhere in a public place where people are gonna see it, or is it going to be something that I have to hide it away? Never happened. Okay. I hope everybody is doing well on their Booksmith Classics Challenge. There are already some folks that are finished with their challenge, and you can find their work if you go to my playlists and go to the Booksmith Classics Challenge playlist, that's where I'm adding everybody. And I've just been adding everybody, not just students. I've just, whoever wants to play gets added to the playlist so that they can be found and you can see what everybody is doing. I've had a lot of comments of people that say that this challenge kind of took them out of their comfort zone. I was like, yes, that's what I wanted. I'm ready to push some barriers and get you out of your comfort to do something maybe that you wouldn't have normally tried to tackle. Okay, so this is what it ended up looking like. It's not perfect by any means. Look at the side. It's all woo on the side. There it goes. So, like I said, I made this little frame. What do you think? Ooh, you know what it needs? You know what they always say, when in doubt, add trim. Or maybe that's just what I say. Maybe it's not what they say. Maybe that would look better. Okay, let's do that. Let's do it. Okay, so I'm going to trim that there. So let's grab our glue again. I think that'll look okay. That'll look all right. If you guys do one of these, let me know. I want to know. I want to know if you do one. Just tell me. And then tell me what I did wrong. Please. Please tell me what I did wrong. See, this end is wider than this end. This end, the lace, the trim fits perfectly, but on this side it's not going to because I don't cut things evenly, apparently. So we'll just do it that way. Like this. We'll fake it. Let's fake it. Fake it till you make it. So, my grandmother, she hated that word. I mean, not like in general. She didn't like hate the word so in general. But when you're a little kid and your grandma or your mom or whoever is watching you at the time, and tells you something that you don't want to hear. And so you say, so. Oh, my grandmother hated that. She thought it was the most disrespectful, and it was. Let's just be honest, it was disrespectful. But she hated that. She hated it. Okay, so this is our. We have to put some glue in there. This is our end-ish result. It looks okay from the outside. Still some gaps, so you can see it doesn't close perfectly, but at least it closes so that it's not like humped up and so you could definitely put it on a shelf. I'll probably set it this way, maybe on top of a stack of books, and then you put other stuff on top, but inside is a secret hidey hole for what I ask you. What is this a hidey hole for? What is so important that you had to desecrate a book to hide it? I don't know. But it was fun, right? All right. So was it a win? Was it a fail? I don't know. I think it looks pretty good. I mean, from the outside, it still looks pretty good. So I'll call it a win. It was something I always wanted to try. So there we did it. We tried it. Okay. So there's that. Another thing, there are going to be some journals going up on Etsy tomorrow evening at, I'm going to say, probably 6 o'clock in the evening Mountain Standard Time. So, which will be Wednesday the 21st. Is that February 21st? Is that tomorrow? So this is the start. I've got some more that will be coming up for sale probably in a week or so. They're just not all the way finished yet. But so the books that I made in the Carpetbagger Compendium course, these will be going up on Etsy, not together. They'll be separate. So the hardback book, all decorated on the inside. There's not a ton of ephemera. There's a little bit, but I didn't like jam it too full of ephemera. But all the pages, it's all got sewing and everything, just like I do. And it's got the little charm bracelet closure with the hinge clips. So that goes on this guy, and then there's the cover, and then here is the inside. And so there is some ephemera. There are some pieces that have been added in, but it's got all the sewing and buttons, and there's some ephemera, some little collagey bits and that kind of thing that I do on my books. So there is this guy, and then there's some pieces in the back too. So this one will be going up on the Etsy store, and then also this version. So here is the front, little quote there, and it says remember. And it has a little charm bracelet charm on the spine on this one, and then it's got this ribbon enclosure. And this one is the one that we did in the class. So we went through this page by page and decorated this in the class. So it is all ready to rock and roll. And then there's the back, all kinds of ephemera and sewy collagey bits all in this one. So these two will be going up. So let me set these aside. And then we have the 3 books that I made for this last course, which is the 1879 Florence book cover course. So this is the book cover that we made in class. And on the inside, scoot these dudes over. On the inside of this one, so there's sewing. I added one of the Franken pages. There's some elements, sewn elements. There's also quotes and digital stamping. There are book pages, and these books have, I think, 196 pages in them. So, you know, they're all, I mean, they're all similar as far as like look and feel, but they have like different pages in them. This one has little punched out maple leaves that were sewn onto this page. And some pockets, some sheet music, more digital stamping, a little pocket here. Here's a little picture window page with some of the cut out leaves behind it all sewn on. There's a piece of French ephemera sewn onto that page. And sewing, more leavies. some more digital stamping and a dictionary entry for forest. There is a beautiful poem there, and another digital stamping there. A pocket, and here's another pocket. And then there is the back. So this little lady will be going up as well. And let me stand that one over here. And then this guy. And this one's very similar to that one that we just saw. Sewn elements, little pockets, book pages, you know, the whole rigmarole. Franken pages. And each of these books, of these 3 books, will come with a little packet of ephemera to go with it. Okay, so there is this guy. And then this little lady also has been decked out. This one probably has the most amount of sewing and ephemera and collaging, like this whole pocket here with some metal embellishments. There's another one here. I've done page tabs, little tuck spots, quotes and poems. There's another little page tab down there. More quotes there. I've done some little word cutouts. Another page tab. There's another Franken page. Nice big old pocket. Another page tab up here. Some sewing, a little leaf trim. Here's some more sewing and a little quote and another page tab element here. And it's got all the little trim on the edges. And some ledger, beautiful ledger. This particular ledger paper really stains. And look at that. Let's turn it this way. Isn't that gorgeous? Just purty. It's just purty. So some vellum, more pockets here, another page tab, sheet music and digital stamping, lots of sewing. So this one will go up as well. So there's going to be 5 journals in all. So that's kind of a good thing. There'll be a choice. There will be a whole selection this way. This is the end page graphic that Poe would use in his books. I like that. All right, so then this little lady will be going up for sale as well. So I just wanted to let you guys know about that. I will put that time down in the description box below again. So that will be tomorrow, which is Wednesday, the 21st. Let me grab these at 6 p.m. Mountain Standard Time, which is my time. All right, kids, thank you for playing with me today and making this funky little thing that I saw on Pinterest. And yeah, I didn't teach you anything, but at least you got to watch me fumble through something that, yeah, anyway. All right, and then I've got a new thing that's going to be coming up soon for the YouTube channel. Maybe it's something that you already do. I don't know. It's just something that I thought would be kind of a cool little series to do. So that will be coming up very soon. If not today, then tomorrow. So, all right, kids, you have a great day, and I will catch you really soon in the next video. Bye, guys.